Hello friends, welcome back. In the previous session, we discussed what is OpenVINO, what are the benefits that one would get when using OpenVINO, and we discussed all those factors in a short session. In this session, we are going to understand how do we install and use OpenVINO, and the installation procedure for Windows and Ubuntu both are to be presented one after another in the subsequent sessions. This session, we will go ahead and understand the installation guidelines for Windows. Installation process may vary slightly depending on the operating system that you choose. Windows, Linux, Mac OS, all these have got support and the core steps remain consistent. Minor changes can be anticipated, but it's easy, nothing to worry. Let's get into Windows installation. The first step that you need to understand is we need to choose the right operating system of your choice. It can be Windows or Ubuntu. Then we are supposed to install the necessary libraries. Then we need to set up the virtual environment, install the necessary packages followed by that, and then we can launch the notebooks and start working. Yes, we get IPYNB files, the notebooks will be available for you, and you can run your sample notebooks right away after you going through this procedure. There are various methods available to install OpenVINO, but we are going to focus installation with the Windows and the Ubuntu. Ubuntu will be done in the next session. Windows will be done in this session. What are all the prerequisites? A mandatorily compatible Intel processor. The supporting operating systems can be any of the following, like Windows 10, Ubuntu 18.04 LTS, 20.04 LTS, 22.04 LTS, Mac OS 10.15.x or higher versions, Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8, CentOS 7, Windows Server 2016 or higher. Ensure that you've got 64-bit editions available with you. Python version 3.8 to 3.11 is compatible. Git must be installed in your system. And yes, of course, we need stable internet connection for us to complete the process. Many developers utilize Windows machines for their development work. So it's wise that we understand the installation procedure of OpenVINO on a Windows system. We need Python, we need Git, we need Microsoft Visual C++ Redistributable, and there are some other dependencies also which are to be met. I have given the links of all these installations, all these installables in the description section, so you can go through it and you can download the installables. The first step is to go ahead and install the Python. OpenVINO strongly relies on Python for running scripts, managing environments, and handling many AI-related tasks. You can download the Python installer from the link provided to you, and you can choose Python 3.9, 3.10, or 3.11, and ensure that you are selecting 64-bit version. You have to run the installer, follow the simple guidelines and steps provided, and please ensure that you check the box to add Python to the path and then install Python. At the end of the installation, there is another option which you need to look into. Disable the path length limit option would be there. It is strongly recommended to select that. The second step is to install the Git. Git is a version control system, as we all know, and that is giving a lot of comfort to the developers to manage and to track changes in their code. We are going to use that. I have given the link for Git. Please download the Git, follow the guidelines, and install it. Next is VC++ Redistributable and FFMPEG installation. The FFMPEG is an optional one, but we recommend to go through it. The Microsoft Visual C++ Redistributable provides the required and necessary runtime components for running C++ applications developed with Visual Studio, so you cannot ignore it. Also, multiple AI libraries and dependencies rely on these components. I have given the link for the VC++ Redistributable download. Download it. It's a very simple procedure to install it. Followed by that, FFmpeg is a multimedia framework which can help you in handling audio, video, and other multimedia files and streams. It is very useful for processing and manipulating media data. I have given the link. Please download that. It's a very simple thing. Go ahead and install it. All these installations may not take more than 5 to 7 minutes for you to complete. Then we come to the notebook part of it. We have got a lot of sample notebooks available. We can use all of them. We can learn with that. OpenVINO is easy because of available resources. So first step you need to do is to open the command prompt, that is nothing but the Windows command prompt. You are requested to avoid PowerShell. So first step is to create a virtual environment. You can see this step. Then space -m space VENV space OpenVINO _env. Once you create it, you got to activate it, and that activation step is here. And then there are a lot of notebooks, sample notebooks available given in Git. I told you it is very rich in resources. We have to clone those notebooks, and that step is being done here. Git clone is the step, and this is the link where you get all the sample notebooks available. Then once cloned, we navigate into the directory, and then we are supposed to install the required packages and dependencies as well. All these are easy, and I am providing you a screenshot here where you can see step by step all these things have been done from the command prompt. Python space -m space venv openvino _env. We have activated it. Then we have cloned the Git repo. And then we navigated into the Git repo. Then we have gone through with the installation and setting up of the all necessary dependencies. And once it is done, that's all. You are all good to go. Then you can launch the notebook. Launching notebook is very simple. They are all Jupyter notebooks. So Jupyter Lab notebooks / for example, we are going to take a sample as PyTorch to OpenVINO notebook. The path is fully given here. And when you use the command Jupyter Lab notebooks followed by the complete file name, it will get launched. If you want to launch all notebooks in the Jupyter Lab, you can go ahead with Jupyter Lab notebooks. That's all. It's done and easy. Try it out, and in the next session, we are going to see how exactly the same steps can be done with Ubuntu. Once you launch it, you'll be able to see this kind of a Jupyter notebook window available in front of you, and you can run the samples, and it's going to be fun learning. Thank you very much. We will come back to you with the Ubuntu steps, and that's going to happen shortly. Thank you.